Gopi Jana Bala Bala Givadadari Gopi Yasoda Nandana Bhajajanna Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Bhajajanna Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Premanandi Jayam Vishupad Paramahansa Paravikacharya Astatara Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishupad Paramahansa Paravikacharya Astatara Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananti Koti Vaishnavendra Ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaur Bhaktivedanta Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Shamakun Radhakun Gita Govardhan Ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Samaveda Bhaktivedanta Ki Nitai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the simple devotees. All glories to the simple devotees. All glories to the simple devotees. All glory Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Trying to get my hearing aids to work. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We can chant together. Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchairam Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Ito Jayamudiraye Nasapareshu Apareshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavaruttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistaki Shrinvata Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanam Hiriyansto Hibadrani Vidunoti Suritsitam. So we're reading today Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 25, text 14, the glories of devotional service. It's told by the Srila Kapila Dev. Tam imam te pravakṣyāmi yam avocaṁ purānaghe ṛṣīṇāṁ śrotu-kāmānāṁ yogam sarvāṅga-naipuṇam tam imam te pravakṣyāmi yam avocam purānaghe ṛṣīṇāṁ śrotu-kāmānāṁ yogam sarvāṅga-naipuṇam tam imam te pravakṣyāmi yam avocam purānaghe ṛṣīṇāṁ śrotu-kāmānāṁ yogam sarvāṅga-naipuṇam. Prabhuji. Imam te pravakṣyāmi śrotu-kāmānāṁ yogam sarvāṅga-naipuṇam tam imam te pravakṣyāmi tam imam te pravakṣyāmi yam avocam purānaghe ṛṣīṇāṁ śrotu-kāmānāṁ yogam sarva-aṅga Vaishnavis. Tam imam te pravakṣyāmi yam avocam purānaghe ṛṣīṇāṁ śrotu-kāmānāṁ yogam sarvāṅga-naipuṇam tam imam te pravakṣyāmi yam avocam purānaghe śrotu-kāmānāṁ yogam. Bravo. One more. Imam te pravakṣyāmi yam avocam purānaghe ṛṣīṇāṁ śrotu-kāmānāṁ yogam sarvāṅga-naipuṇam tam imam, that very te, to you, pravakṣyāmi, I shall explain, yam, which, avocaṁ, I explained. Purā, formerly. Anaghe, O pious mother. ṛṣīṇāṁ, to the sages. śrotu-kāmānāṁ, eager to hear. Yogam, yoga system. Sarva-aṅga, in all respects. Naipuṇam, serviceable and practical. Translation. O most pious mother, I shall now explain unto you the ancient yoga system, which I explained formerly to the great sages. It is serviceable and practical in every way. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki. The Lord does not manufacture a new system of yoga. Sometimes it is claimed that someone has become an incarnation of God and is expounding a new theological aspect of the absolute truth. But here we find that although Kapila Muni is the Lord himself and is capable of manufacturing a new doctrine for his mother, he nevertheless says, I shall just explain the ancient system which I once explained to the great sages because they were also anxious to hear about it. When we have a super excellent process already present in Vedic scriptures, there is no need to concoct a new system to mislead the innocent people. At present, it has become a fashion to reject the standard system and present something bogus in the name of a newly invented process of yoga. Om Gyani Tamiranjasya Gananjanan Shalakaya Chakshulminitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Namo Bhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadatmayam Badati Swam Badatikam. You can chant if you like to. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Drupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragnatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvahutam Parijanam Saitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapate Gopesha Gopikanta Radhakanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwabhanu Sutidevi Pranamari Hari Priye Vanchakapa Tubhyascha Kripa Sindhuba Evacham Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasiti Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We don't need any new process, huh? Just Hare Krishna made it so easy for us. Can you all hear me okay? Okay. My hearing aids are a little, so. Part of old age. You get old, everything stops working. So normally at that time, you go to the woods and you die. Okay, let me get a little closer. It's not like they had some pleasant death. You starve to death because there's nothing to eat in the woods. So, but that was the system, previous age. This is the age of Sankirtan, Jagna. So we see how Srila Prabhupada, even at the last, his body is skin and bones, and he's translating. So this is the example the Acharya sets for us. So Prabhupada states in the Purport, the Lord does not manufacture a new system of yoga. So the first question should be what? What is yoga? Right? Nowadays, what does yoga mean? You pay some membership, you go to the place, the yoga studio, and you do so many things, makes you feel good. I did some yoga. So I don't think I never met anyone who's practicing yoga for self-realization. Did you see that in India? That's gone too, huh? Nobody does anymore. It's become a fashion, you know. Exercise, it's good actually, good for the body. So yoga, the word itself, it refers to joining or uniting. To join, or to link. Like religion means to relink, religion, if you translate. They both imply the same thing. So, we're talking to spirituality, which is the union of the individual soul, the Atma, with the Supreme, either Brahman or Bhagavan, the highest realization. So in terms of method or spiritual practice, people, like I said, generally refers to, when you think of yoga, meditation. Those are a little more fortunate. They know devotion or knowledge, or there's some action, right? So the examples are kind of karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga. And then you see all these varieties of this hatha yoga everyone tries to perform. So actually, this knowledge, this system, the first person it's not needed in the spiritual world, first of all. There's no yoga. They're already linked in perfect union with the Supreme in 5 different ways. 5 different tastes, they describe, flavors. There's neutrality, servitorship, fraternity, perennial, and madhurya, and intimate love. So there's no question of yoga is for the people down here who need to relink. We've been disconnected, right, by Krishna's external energy, disconnected us. So Lord Brahma, he's the first being in the universe, right? So naturally, he's the first recipient of a system. It says in the first verse of the Bhagavatam, Teni Brahma Hidaya Adhikavaye. He's the first person, so who's going to teach him? There's nobody there. So Narayan, who's within the heart, he gives him this knowledge. Because even as we notice, if you read, he was bewildered, right? He's on the lotus flower and he's, what the heck's going on? Where am I? It's dark. And he just, so all of us, especially in Kali Yuga, I keep thinking it's a concha, huh? Okay. Kali Yuga, I'm sure, except for those born devotees, they know all the time. But I think most of us, how many people's parents are devotees? Oh, you too? Really? Oh, very fortunate. Not mine. Nothing. All I know is eat, drink, and be merry, and of course, you look at your body and you think, why didn't I get one like that one over there? That is so much better than mine. Why did he get that and I got this one? Why do I exist anyway? Why do I have to die? Why? And what do they tell us nowadays? Don't worry about that. You just need to learn how to make some money so you can enjoy. Don't worry about things you can't understand. So the nature of this world is we're born into ignorance, in Kali Yuga especially. We don't know where we come from. Why do we have to die? Why we have these certain characteristics. So even Krishna talks about in the Gita, he says how Vedaham Samatitani. You see that he knows the Vedas, he knows everything. But because we're covered, he knows everything, but we don't know. No matter how hard you try. Vedaham samatitani vartmanani charjunam bhavishyani chabhutani mam tu veda nakaschami. See, nobody knows me. Why? Prakriti kriyamanani guna karmani savashaha. Ahankara, this false ego, ahankara vimudatma kartamiti manyate, because of the material nature is superior to us. It covers us. Just like the sun is always there, but sometimes a cloud covers us. So there's no sun. I don't see it. Doesn't exist. Ignorance. Limited. We don't have the ability to see beyond those clouds. So we can't see beyond the cloud of the external energy. So, by observation, there's many things we can know, right? Just like, it says, we're not this body. You see? We can see the body is komaran yovananja. It's changing. That is not religion. Like some people go, well, you're Hindu, so you believe in changing bodies. No, that's something you see. What has it got to do with Hindu, Christian, all these things? You see it. Everybody had a nice, young, childish body, right? Be nice to have that again. You da 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 da. You don't have to work. You don't have to worry about what to eat. Somebody else does all that for you. You just, or like them, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And then you get older. So much brain problem. How this, that problem, that problem. This, what do I do? What's going to happen? So we all have bodies like that. Now we have the older body. It's a science. You can see it. Look in the microscope. They can see it changing. So I can't be this body. That's a fact. You can't argue with that. That's science. Therefore, this is a science. Who am I? I don't know. But I'm not this body, that's for sure. What else can we understand? Somebody is controlling all of this universe, isn't it? You can see the patterns. What do we need to survive? We need oxygen, don't we? Where does it come from? The trees, the plants. And what do they need? Carbon dioxide. Where does it come from? From us. That's a nice system, isn't it? We see the sun is rising and setting on schedule. They can tell you 2 months from now exactly what time the sun is going to rise here in Mayapur. It does it. So what does that indicate? Somebody must be controlling it. We don't have anything in our experience that works like that and nobody's controlling it, right? Can they get the airplanes to land and take off on time, the buses? Can they? No, they can't. Very difficult. They have degrees in supply chain to figure those things out. So that means it takes some intelligence. So there must be some intelligence behind all of this. So who is it? I don't know. So we're born into ignorance like this, and we require knowledge. Prabhupada gives the example, just like if you exist, what does that mean? You must have a mother and a father. Nobody can assume, well, okay, he never had one. Because he was orphan, right? Maybe he's an orphan. He doesn't know the mother and father. So that means I never had one. I just existed. No. Illogical. So how do you find out who is your father? Do you go to every man on the planet? No, you my father? Are you my father? Are you my? No. Simple. You ask your mother. There's no other choice. So, the Vedas, which come from Krishna, that is our mother. And Krishna is our father. You have to go to the Vedas. You have no choice. If your mother says, this is your father, can you argue with her? So, the practical things we know. Somebody's controlling everything. I'm not the body. And the Vedas clarify, yeah, you are the eternal servant of Krishna. What is your swarup? To be a servant. You are a servant. And this is the person who created all these things, and he owns everything. So Krishna confirms the Vedas come from him. He says, Vedais charsa varaham eva vedya vedanta krit. Vedanta vit cha evaham. That the Vedas come from me, and I'm the knower of the Vedas. So he gives these things to us. So the living are very unfortunate if they don't have this knowledge. Of course, the human form is very special. This is our opportunity to resolve this problem and relink to religion or to yoga, to connect again with Bhagavan. The other species, they don't have that opportunity, isn't it? Like some people, because it seems so inconceivable when you think about these things. That's why people prefer to believe, no, it came from nowhere. How can everything come from how can one person do all these things? Not possible. Because they see it in relation to who? To myself. I can't do it, that means nobody can do it. Not possible. So that's the greatest ignorance, the greatest arrogance to think like that. I use this example a lot. At least in the West, you see the sidewalks, and sometimes you see the ants walking across the sidewalk. You know, they make their house on this side, and the garbage can is on that side, right? Instead of making a house on that side, they make it, and they come across, and what happens? They get stepped on. I used to think, I said, why don't they just put it up? Don't they know there are people walking on this sidewalk? They don't know. Their consciousness is so low. What are they thinking? Sugar, 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 sugar. That's all. They're not aware there's human beings. There's a mayor of Calcutta. You know, there's a prime minister of India. There's stars in the sky. Can you explain it to them? So, because you can't explain it to them, does that mean we don't exist? So, inconceivable is a real thing. That's the point. So similarly, our consciousness is a little more elevated, but still there's some things that are kind of like, well, you know, I mean, come on. Come on. A person made the sun. Oh, wait, who else made it? Where did it come from? Do we have any experience of something so phenomenal just appearing out of nowhere, right? Right? I want a new iPhone. Okay. Let it appear. You know, why do you need some scientists to invent it? It'll just evolve into iPhone 15, 16. Just give it some time. Right? They don't even believe that nonsense. But this body, which is more complicated than all these things, oh, no, that took no intelligence. No, concha. It took no intelligence. That just appeared. They asked Prabhupada, so what do you say to the scientists when they say that? So you kick on their face. That's all. With boot. What else can you say to them? Anyways. So Krishna, he provides this yoga system to bring us back to our original consciousness. And he comes regularly. First he imparted to Brahma within his heart. And of course, there's so many sampradayas, but as time goes on, what happens? Somehow or another, somebody messes it up, right? And they keep adding to it, changing to it. And he tells that, he says in the Gita, imam visvate yogam proktavam aham avayam. Vidaswam anaghe praha manu iswakave pravet. That he's telling Arjuna, actually I also told this again to Vivaswan, the sun god, and he instructed Manu, our current Manu, who is Vaivaswata Manu, right? This is the seventh Manu in the day of Brahma. Kapila, his mother's Devahuti, who is the daughter of, thank you, yeah. The first Manu, that's why I remember that. So you see the big time difference, huh? So he's got to keep coming and doing it over and over and over because people keep, nature of the material world, everything kind of diminishes like that. And so he says the system is evam param param paptam eman raja sayo vidu sakalena mata yoga nasa parantapaf, that you have to receive this through this chain. Because, Krishna can't keep coming personally. Okay, your turn, come here. Let me tell you Bhagavad Gita. Let me tell you, no. Why should he do like that? So in such a yuga, the best of the yugas, still is a material energy is there, mode of goodness. There's Kapila is appearing around that time, it's stated. So what did they do in such a yuga? Yoga. Why? Well, yoga takes a long time, actually. About 60,000 years. Who can live that long? Yeah. So their lifespan was 100,000. You could go to the woods. Everything was provided. They didn't even have farming. You didn't need farms. The food was everywhere. Just get it. So it's easy to do yoga. Minds are more peaceful. They went into this illusion, where did everything come from? Nowhere. They didn't think like that. They weren't ignorant. So as the modes progress, mode of passion becomes more prominent. We enter Treta Yuga. Now you need governance, you need kings, you need all these things, you need varnashram. People are a little more passionate. What does passion mean? More lusty, more greedy. So you need rules and regulations. The minds are not peaceful. Rules and regulations should make your mind peaceful. Okay, I have to do it. This is what the rules say. Don't listen to your mind. That's why rules and regulations are there. Because we don't have any love. It's like in deity worship. So many rules and regulations. Why? Because we don't know how to love, so they tell you how to do it. Bow down, say these prayers. You say, okay, let me do it. If you have love, you don't need all those things. So, Treta Yuga, what did they do? Fire jagas, giants, we can imagine like the ones we do, but perfect Brahmins, they could light the fire with mantra. Dwapara Yuga, because passion is there, ignorance is starting to come in. So now it's elaborate deity worship. You see these temples still left over, South India, from that period of time. The planet is still very opulent. The demigods would come and visit even. And now here we are in Kali Yuga. Woohoo! Ignorance is bliss. As they say. I don't want to know. Just leave me in ignorance. Right? Lust, anger, greed is so prominent. So what happens? People don't even want to follow rules and regulations. Forget it. You see in Dwapara Yuga, even you know, the word was, because I said it, nobody would break it, right? Imagine your wife is going to be stripped naked, but you promised if you lost this bet, they could do that. Who would do that in Kali Yuga? No, I don't care what I said. I'll kill you. They're so honorable. They go, what can I do? That doesn't exist anymore because more ignorance, more passion, therefore more lust, more greed, more envy. Why you have iPhone 14? I want iPhone 14. You see? Actually, it's not that good anyway. It's just you waste all that money. You should have kept iPhone 10. Same thing. Envious. Don't want to follow rules and regulations. So, who's going to follow the Vedas? We can't even follow the regular rules and regulations of society. So what's the jug in this age? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Let's chant Hare Krishna. Even that's difficult, right? Why? Why should So we get a hint in the Bhagavatam. It says, Krishna Varnam Tushal Krishna Sangopangastra Pashanam Jagnai Sankatanayar Yajir Yajanti He Sumedasa. In this age, Krishna's going to come again, but he's not going to be blackish, and he's going to be chanting. That's going to be his weapons with his associates. Very compassionate. He knows we're like children. If children make a mistake, do you put them in jail for 10 years? No, they're children. I know. Well, you have to have compassion on them. Try again. Come on, come on. So Kali Yuga is like that. So in this age, we simply have to perform Sankirtan. Well, what about all these rules we talk about? Yeah, there's some. There has to be, you know. I mean, technically, like, say, 4 regular principles, that's not a religious thing. That's human thing. That should be natural. But in Kali Yuga, it has to be a religious idea. To don't eat meat, to don't kill, to don't have illicit sex, don't take intoxication, don't gamble. You're religious. No, we're human. You have to say that in the previous ages. You see? So rules and regulations, nobody wants to follow them. So there are some there. So a system, Mahaprabhu, he inaugurated a system. You can argue, well, he changed it, didn't he? That's not what Kapila Dev did. That's not what Lord Brahma did. But the purpose is the same. What is the purpose again? Yoga, to reunite with the Supreme Person of Godhead. So that's the essence of the teachings of all of these systems that are there. Bhoktaram Gyanatapasam, Savaloka, Maheshram. Krishna, he is the Bhoktaram, he is the enjoyer of Jagna. Jagna is not for you to enjoy. It's for him to enjoy. Suridam Savabhutanam, because he's supreme enjoyer. And those who know that, Gatamam Shanti, you become peaceful. Shanti Richati, you become peaceful if you. So all these systems are meant to bring us back to that stage of understanding who's the Bhoktaram. It's not me. You're not the Bhoktaram. No matter how hard you try. Why not? Well, because you have to die. Who wants to die? No, I don't want to die. I don't want to become old. I want to stay 20 years old, or I want to stay 5 years old. No, not your choice. So you'll never be peaceful, no matter what you do. You can't make this world, which is sanatan. Sanatan, sometimes we think means like a dharma. It's not, it's eternal. So that we're asanat. Everything is changing. But once you connect with the Sanatan again, we are Sanatan, the eternal servant. Krishna Sanatan, the eternal enjoyer. And all these things are eternally here, even though they change. But when you connect them properly, you can experience Sanatan Dharma, real Sanatan. What is that? Sat Chit Ananda. And not impersonal, in vigraha, meaning you have to be in union, not just by yourself. I just want the bliss part. Don't give me nothing else. So these incarnations of the Lord and the Acharyas, they define how we perform this yagna. It's like Mahaprabhu appeared 500 years ago. Did he make any ISKCON society? So are we making a mistake by having some formal organization? Mahaprabhu didn't do that. Why are we doing that? Because they apply things according to the current time. What was in India at that time? The Muslim influenced government. You think they're going to let them form an ISKCON? They wouldn't even let them chant on the street in the beginning. They would have night kirtan. They'd wait till everyone goes to sleep, and we'll have kirtan over here at Srivasangam, Srivas Acharya's house, you see. But, you know, kirtan is, you forget yourself. You get too loud. Haribo, Haribo. The Brahmins go, what the heck is going on? They are disturbing Narayan with this loud singing. He's trying to rest. Ananta Shesh Lakshmi is massaging his feet, and they're screaming his names like this. Jealous, envious. They complain to the Kasi. They are not following Hindu Dharma. You have to enforce Hindu Dharma. And so they come and they break the drum. So Mahaprabhu, what did he do? He formed civil disobedience. That was spiritual. Otherwise, it seems like a material thing. You can argue sometimes, like Haridas Thakur, the Namacharya, right? Great devotee. He couldn't go inside the Puri temple. What? Why didn't Mahaprabhu fix that? He's the Supreme Person of Godhead, right? Nityananda's there, Dvaitacharya. Seemed like it'd be an easy thing just to correct. It wasn't important. You see? Even he couldn't go inside the house of Dvaitacharya. They bring the prasad outside for him to eat because he was considered not a Brahmin. If you're not a Brahmin, you can't go in the house of a Brahmin. They didn't change it. So he adjusted the things accordingly, introduced the chanting. And we see over time, actually it's amazing, when he appeared, at that time, the printing press was invented in Germany by Christians. So they could print their literatures and their Bibles. Right? Same time Mahaprabhu appeared. So in India, what was the method? Palm leaf. How many books can you distribute like that? Huh? You had a whole stack of them like this, you know. There's no way to distribute them. So that method wasn't practical. You see. So introduced the chanting. Now, as time went on, we Bhaktivinoda Thakur began to introduce other principles. Bhaktisiddhanta, he made organized religion for Vaishnavas. Radical. Vaishnava meant simple, under the trees. You see? And what did he do? He had leather shoes. I got the other day to go see the shoes of Bhaktisiddhanta. 2 pair. What is this? Can you think back then? He has an automobile. There's probably only 3 or 4 cars in all of India at that time. He had one of them. What kind of sannyasi is that? Supposed to be renounced, and he's got an automobile? Yukta Vairagya. He knew how to engage everything in Krishna service. Why? As a result, the governor, which is a British agent, he built this road, he did so many things. If he's just some barefoot sannyasi, would he have done all those things? If he wasn't an erudite scholar, would anybody listen to him? So he made the formal organization the first attempt. For what? For Bhoktaram Jnanatapasam, for making Krishna Jaga for Krishna. What is that Jagna? Sankirtan. To spread the Krishna consciousness in every town and village. We see, because there was no organization, practically speaking, there's no GBC back in Mahaprabhu's time. Everything fell apart. If we didn't have GBC, you all would be sitting here now. Let's save this guy. There's something to unite behind. Gaudiya mouth's fractured because no governing body commission. It's not material, that's a spiritual thing. When you use it for Krishna, it becomes spiritual. So Srila Prabhupada, he understood the assignment and he perfected it. Radical at the time, you know. Bhaktisiddhanta got them to accept even people who are not born Brahmin to be Brahmin. At least they're born in India, right? Now you come with the white elephants. They're really shocked. What is this? How can they be Brahmin? They're not the right color. Prabhupada argued the point. Sanatan, what does Sanatan mean? Sanatan is only limited to India? Everything belongs to Krishna. So everything is Sanatan. He gave the example. He says, now Pakistan was separated from India, so no more Sanatan is there? When it was connected to India, it was considered Sanatan Dharma. Now it's not Sanatan anymore. So foolish. They don't, no knowledge. But the Acharya, they know how to properly engage everything in Krishna's service properly for the benefit of Krishna's satisfaction and our satisfaction. So Prabhupada did so many radical things, apparently radical. He come to America, he sees in American culture, men and women, there's no separation. So okay, Brahmachari ashram. And there's no Brahmachari ashram in India, I don't think, is there? No. They'll be shocked. What is this? Give Brahmin initiation to women also. So many things have to be there. But he's Acharya. Now, when the Acharya appears, can you tell he's an Acharya when he's born? No. You know when they leave the planet. It becomes very apparent. What Prabhupada did in those 11 years. With an old body, no money. And look at the result. Here it is, this will be the 60th anniversary of ISKCON. When he left, there was about, 108 temples, they say? I don't know if it was 108, but it sounds good. How many do we have now? 6, 7? They got 108 temples in Delhi, right? Well, I'm exaggerating, but anyway, they got a lot, you know. It's expanding. You can't get that temple they're building now. There's not going to be enough room, is it? That's going to be, you know, I can't even figure out how we're going to greet the deities when they open that temple. At least now it's a little separated, you know. You can start in the Sringadev, go to Pancha, come over to, go to front. That's just a huge merge, swallowing 10,000 crowd trying to have darshan of each altar. And they have chotigars with sticks. Like, get back, stand. So it's expanding. So Prabhupada's the last Acharya. Now we're here. What do we do? Can we make some adjustments? We may have to. How do we? We're not Nitya Siddhas, are we? But we're empowered. How are we empowered? Prabhupada set the system up. We have governing body commissioner. He said, I didn't make one Acharya. We have how many GBCs we have now? I don't know. 20, 30? 30 GBCs plus some GBC deputies, so many layers. People think too much bureaucracy. It's going to stifle the bhakti. Yeah, it could, and Prabhupada was afraid of it also, that the individual inspiration may be stifled if you put too many rules and regulations. You never know when some junior person is appearing that can do such a wonderful thing, but we block him because of rules and regulations. Imagine if the Gaudiya Math actually did what their Prabhupada had asked. I don't think Prabhupada would be able to come to America. He had to cooperate with the GBC. No, you stay in this temple. What is he going to do? Go against them? No, you have to cooperate. So I think that's why Krishna broke it. Let Prabhupada start another one. And let him be the acharya. You see, every day, guru puja, daily, that's not a normal thing. Prabhupada established that to emphasize that for the next 10,000 years, we take what Prabhupada has given us and follow that. And you may have to adjust. You go to some communist countries, there's so many things you can't do. I'm amazed. I go to, I'm not going to say where, but they're so restricted, but yet their enthusiasm for Krishna consciousness is so strong. It's shocking. I don't know how to do it. They don't have big programs. They don't have established deities. Most of them just have japa. And they go home to meat-eating husband or wife. And you come back the next year, they're like, oh, Hare Krishna. What? I thought you'd be finished by now. Surrounded by all this non-Krishna things. You have to adjust. So, we consult Guru, Shastra, and Sadhu. Krishna's inspiring us in our heart. We want that. Utsaha nishajam daryat. You want some enthusiasm. Otherwise, how can you do the service? Krishna consciousness doesn't mean how much I enjoy Krishna. It means how much Krishna is happy. You have to do service. He's inspiring you to do service. We're chanting japa to help us perform our service, not so that we can feel bliss. If you chase after the bliss, you're not going to get very much, I'll tell you that. But if you chase after trying to satisfy Krishna, you can't handle all the bliss. You may have to push it aside because it interferes with your service. So there's a saying we had back in the day, work now, samadhi later. We're only down here for, even nowadays, not 100 years. You're lucky if you can do 80. The average lifespan is probably 70 years now. So I'm 70 now. Everything I have now is extra at this point. You know? So let us try to expand this Krishna conscious movement with the inspiration given to us by Krishna, confirming that with Guru, Shastra, Sadhu, and we work to satisfy and fulfill Prabhupada's mission for the next 10,000 years. It's blissful when you get in that consciousness. Mm-hmm. So this is our yoga, and it's not different than what Kapila gave and others give, because their purpose is to make Krishna happy. But in Kali Yuga, of course, it's much easier. We just chant Hare Krishna, take prasad, right? What's the difficulty? Try to do some preaching if you can, or assisting. And then go back home, back to Godhead. Say Hari Bol. I'm going to stop here. Any questions or comments? Anyone? Add anything? There's Prabhu over there.
Thank you so much. You made the point about linking with Krishna. And I have a comment, which is a thought about this. Just as you can identify with the body, you can identify a body with the DNA of the mother and father. So your body has DNA from mother and father. So existing in a body is the spirit soul, which is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? Mm-hmm. So that's, you know, until we identify we are part and parcel, we'll be under Maya's control. Is that right? So as soon as we see this, understand the properties of the spirit soul, it's identical vigraha with Krishna. That's our link, our DNA. That's, if you like, our DNA. So the spirit soul represents our spiritual link. And the body, of course, has got this DNA link, which we can identify. So soon as, I don't know, it's a statement, but it's also a question to you, to what you think about that. The GBC, ISKCON, also is an expansion of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. There's no question about that. It didn't exist before. So now here it is, and it's expansion. And this Krishna consciousness is expanding for 10,000 years. So that's a very short time, really. That's 10 minutes of Lord Brahma's time. However, we're caught up in this. This is a very special moment, and to identify with Krishna is to understand that you have a spirit soul.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Lately, I've been thinking, of course, this is my opinion, but you know, you could almost argue that this, like this TLVP, Lord Nityananda envisioned it, explained it to Jiva Goswami, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur had the vision. So these things are actually Nitya also, Nitya Leela. Mahaprabhu appears, what comes after that? So maybe ISKCON also is always coming. You see, it just, we don't see it, like Mayapur Dham was covered over, Vrindavan Dham was covered over, Mahaprabhu reestablished them. So all these ISKCON temples, actually Prabhupada said that, he said they're already there. They just haven't manifest yet. He said that to a gentleman in New York. He's on the bench, you know, asked, who are you, where you come from? Oh, I have hundreds of temples. He's on the bench with nothing. You know, they just haven't manifest yet. So we get the benefit of helping them manifest. And then at some time, they'll unmanifest. But this ISKCON Chandrodaya Mandir, even a little temple, ISKCON Atlanta, 2nd Avenue, they're always there. As the Leela progress, you see. Vrindavan Dham, Mayapur Dham, ISKCON Dham. Like that. So you can see it that way too. It's kind of poetic, right? Why not? It's not something new, in a sense. Yeah. Anything else? No? Okay, we'll stop here. All glory Shri Guru Gauranga Hari Hari Bol.